I'm back. This video is going to be about herbs. Cooking, not really cooking with herbs, but the medicinal properties of the herbs. I've done videos before on the herbs, on the spiritual properties of some of the herbs, different items that I have in here. But these days, people aren't able to get out, get into the sun, to go do what they want to do. For this past year, some people are on lockdowns. Some people are free to move around wherever they want. Some people still have to wear masks. Some people don't. So I thought that I would make a video. Now, keep in mind, I don't cook, but yet I know some of the medicinal properties of the herbs because I use a lot of the herbs and stuff in my spiritual practice. My husband, when he's here, he normally puts like the meat and stuff on the grill, things like that, and puts the seasonings on and stuff. Now, I've got all these seasonings in here that I use for spiritual, and also they can be added to the cooking. Well, some of them, most of them. Now, I've made my notes so that I don't forget. These are just a few of them. They're, I don't know, maybe between 23 and 25 or something, 27, something like that. But these are medicinal properties of common kitchen herbs. And when I say common, it's what I mean common, that you find mostly in every kitchen to help your immune system. So what this is kind of gearing toward is, since you're not able to get out and do things and all of that, sometimes your immune system gets pulled down. Sometimes you feel like your kidneys hurt. Sometimes you feel like your lungs hurt. Sometimes you feel like you got a cold coming on. Sometimes you feel like just your energy level is low. Maybe you're feeling depressed, from being inside, so much. So, you need to incorporate, even though for all of you that cooks, and most of the people watching my channel will probably incorporate their spiritual side into their herbs for cooking. But if somebody is scrolling through and happen to run across this, it might give you something to think about. Because these common, now there's a lot of herbs out there. But these are just the mostly 25, 26, 27, whatever, common herbs found in your kitchen. And I just wanted to go over a few of them and their medicinal properties. Kind of what they cover. Like some of them are good for, and they're not in any kind of order. Crescent Moon just replied. If y'all haven't watched Crescent Moon, she's so sweet. You need to watch her. There's a few people, like a handful of people that I watch like religiously. I got them on my notifications and they pop up and I'm like the first one to be there watching. I've done it for years. And she's one of them. So anyway, these are your common herbs found in your kitchen. That is good. And you'll see me looking down because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. And so I got all kinds of notifications coming across my phone right now. So I keep getting distracted. But instead, that's another reason why I wrote it down, so we get distracted. Because if you've watched any of my videos, I'll be talking about something, and then I'm like, oh, and I got it, and then I get to something else, and then like, oh, and then I'll come back to it. So, notes. I have so many notes in my phone. It is unreal. Notes to videos that I need to, notes of videos that I need to make a video on, if that makes any sense. Okay, so these kitchen herbs, they cover like the stuff that's good for your lungs, your respiratory, they're anti-inflammatory, sinuses, bacteria, viruses, your immune system, energy, gut digestion, potential properties for many issues. So if you're just at home and you feel like you can't get out and you're just sluggish, maybe you want to eat something. Some people get bored, they eat. Add these herbs into it. Now, disclaimer before I start. Disclaimer, big disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I don't plan on being a doctor. I don't claim to be a doctor. I don't claim to be a nurse. I don't claim to be a food person that tells you what's good to eat, what's not to eat. I'm going to give you some common herbs and tell you 3 or 4, maybe 5 things that they're good for. It is up to you to research them. Research, research, research. Research on what goes good with what. Maybe there's some herbs in here that you use every day in your kitchen. Maybe a couple of them shouldn't go together with other herbs. Research them. I'm just giving you the basics on to help with your immune system, especially these days. Okay, so you're feeling a cold coming on, you'll know what herb to grab or whatever. Now, I know in the comment section, if somebody puts on there, this is good and this is good, and you can add this to this and this, great. Anybody that has any ideas, throw it in there and somebody can read it. I don't have very many people commenting. People will watch it, but you know how that goes. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go down the list. Oh, and before I start also too, all of my stuff is in jars. I would say 99% of my stuff is in jars, if not 100%. I might have one item that maybe I didn't put in a jar. I don't know what it would be because I don't like plastic. Plastic seeps in time and causes your herbs, the potency, to dissipate. So I pretty much have everything. I even have my stones in jars, but that's just so I can keep up with them better. I'm just saying they're in jars. So if they are in jars, whether it's a mason jar, pickle jar, spaghetti sauce jar, olive jar, whatever kind of jar, it doesn't matter. If it's in a jar and it's sealed good, rule of thumb in mason jars, whole spices, they'll stay fresh about up to 4 years. Now this is if, they're closed up, really, really good. Whole spices, they'll last about up to 4 years. Ground spices, they'll last between 2 to 3 years. Closer to 3 years. Dried herbs, like the powdered herbs kind of stuff. No, the ground spices 2 to 3 years. The dried herbs, like your leaves and stuff like that, will last a good 1 to 3 years. I can gear toward the later time. Like if it's 1 to 3 years, chances are mine's going to last up to 3 years because I keep them sealed up pretty good. Only time I open them up is like if I'm going to, my husband asked me if I have a certain herb. I'm like, sure, you know, and I'll get it and he'll use it. You know, if I put a chicken in a crock pot, put some olive oil on it, sprinkle some spices on it. There you go. You know, you've got some herbs that you need. So anyway, that's a rule of thumb, okay? Okay, garlic. It's good for your immune system. Cold and flu. It's good for if you want to keep your cold and flu down. Heart problems. Good for cancer. Now, any of them that I say cancer, the medicinal properties are, they've been already proven that they're good for cancer, or they're doing tests and stuff like that for cancer, and chances are that it's going to be good for cancer. And also infections. Now, each item that I say, there's a lot more medicinal properties, but these are just some of the main ones that I'm going over with you. And like I say, research, 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 research. Just put in there medicinal properties of garlic, and it'll give you 11, 12, 13, however many. But I'm just giving you a few to get you started on things that's good for your immune system. Okay? Oil of oregano. It's an antibiotic. It helps lower cholesterol. It's good for yeast infections. It's good for your gut health. And it's also good for pain. Elderberry. These aren't in any certain kind of order. They're just some that is in the kitchen or is in here. And so elderberry. It's good for your immune system. It's got antioxidants. It's got some good vitamins in it. And it's good for your heart. Mullein. I say mullein, but I think it's pronounced mullein. But I always say mullein. It's good for coughs. It's good for bronchitis, to help, you know, keep your bronchitis controlled. Migraines, joint pain, pneumonia, gout, colds, and earaches. Ginseng, brain function, immune system, cancer, energy, and to help keep your blood sugar down. Astragalus, Astragalus. It's good for your immune system. Good for colds, respiratory infections, diabetes, and it's inflammatory. I don't know if you can hear the rain or not. We've got the tropical storm rain from Fred, and it's been going on the entire day. I put me a bow out, and it's probably, a bow's probably about 9 inches tall. I put it out at 8 this morning. By 7 o'clock when I checked on it, it's running over. But I'll still just leave it out there until we're kind of in the middle of it right now at this time. And so when it goes through, then I will bring it in, pray over it, put my energy in it, and then I will bottle it, and then the next full moon that comes out, I'll sit it out to charge it under the full moon, and then it'll be ready for me to sell. Okay? Eucalyptus leaves, good for colds, dry skin, pain, teeth health, and antioxidants. Honey, good for blood pressure, your heart, cancer, strokes, and antioxidants. Ginger, the medicinal properties, osteoporosis, it's good for that. Nausea, morning sickness, blood sugar, indigestion, and to help with weight loss. Thyme, it's germ killer, bacteria, fungal infections. It's good for your lungs, stomach, and for cough. Oregano, fight infections, cell damage. It's good fiber. It's got vitamin K, vitamin E, and it's got iron in it. Sage, colds, sinus infections, indigestion, and excessive sweating. The same majority of these you're going to find in your kitchen. So the next time, whenever, even though I don't, and there's more I'll go over, but since I don't cook unless I put something in the crock pot, think about the next time you're cooking and you're using the herbs, say out loud, not just a prayer for it to nourish your body, which is a good prayer, but to actually, if you're using a certain herb, say your kidney is been bothering you. Maybe your kidney, hurts. You're like, what's going on with my kidney? Do I need to flush it out? Do I need to, what do I need to do? If you know you have an herb in the kitchen that's good for kidney issues, if you're going to put that herb in your food, say out loud the medicinal property. I want this food, I want this herb to help with my kidney, to cleanse my kidney. Say it out loud. Let the universe pick it up. Send that to the universe. If your lungs are hurting, if you have a cold, or you're coffee, or you just feel like, oh Lord, maybe I'm catching the flu or something, and you've got herbs that's geared toward your lungs or coughs or chest issues, use that herb and say it out loud. I'm using this herb for my lungs, to clear up my lungs, to get rid of my cough. Say all of that out loud to the universe. Send it into the universe. Don't just get the herbs, oh, this smells good. My family likes this. It smells so good and I like the taste of it. Actually say out loud the medicinal properties so that it can be geared toward that specific issue. Okay? Bay leaves. It's an anti-diarrhea herb or leaf. Anti-inflammatory. It's anti-diabetic. Cat's claw. Anti-inflammatory, antioxidants. Potential uses for cancer. And Lyme disease. This is a word that I can never say. ECHINACEE. Lady Grave Dancer has one on this. I think it's cough drops. I think I've seen her video many years ago on how to make cough drops using this, if I'm not mistaken. She says the name perfect. I can never say the name. It's good for your immunity. It's good for your blood sugar. Hey, Mommy. Anxiety. And there you go. If you're having anxiety issues and you're fixing to cook something, put some of this in it and say out loud to the universe, I'm having anxiety issues. I'm putting this herb in so that it can help me to get rid of my anxiety. I'm sending this to the universe. Say it out loud. It's good for skin health and inflammation. Turmeric. It's good for depression, arthritis, heart health. Prevents against Alzheimer's and cancer. Cinnamon. Now, the cinnamon sticks are always better than the powder, but if you have powder, that is excellent also. I put some of that in my husband's oatmeal when he's here in the mornings and he wants oatmeal. So I always put the cinnamon in it. No matter what flavor, or if it don't even have a flavor, the cinnamon goes in it. It's good for lowering your blood pressure, your blood sugar. It's anti-fungal. It's good for your digestive discomfort, gut health. It's prebiotic. Apple cider vinegar. Now, kudos to anybody that can take this. I've got some in my cupboard that's never been opened because I had another bottle. I bought 2 bottles. I was like, okay, I'm going to get on this regimen. But I put it on the list because it's good for you. So apple cider vinegar is good for digestion, lowering your blood sugar. It's good for belly fat. I think that's the reason I did it, because of the belly fat. Now, if you can stomach it, and a lot of people can, go for it. And it lowers your cholesterol. Olive leaf. It's good for your digestive system, your nervous system, anti-cancer, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory. Black seed oil. I think I got some black seed oil. Yep, I sure do. Let me move this down. Black seed oil. Some people swear by that. I've listened to some of the ones that were talking about it. Black seed oil is good for asthma, lowering your blood sugar, cholesterol, some for brain health. And olive oil, most of the time we'll cook with olive oil. I say we cook. Again, if it's going to go in the slow cooker, it's going to have the olive oil. With my husband, whenever he puts meat on the grill, he'll put the olive oil on it, coat it first, and then he puts all the seasonings he's going to use. Olive oil may help to prevent strokes, heart disease, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidants. So again, that's the main ones that I wrote down. The common herbs that you find in your kitchen to help with your immune system. Don't be afraid to say out loud what you want it to be used for. Okay? Just for example, garlic. Everybody uses garlic, but they just put the garlic in because they like the flavor of garlic. They like the way the garlic smells. But if you're going to use the garlic for a certain reason, say like for heart problems, say, come here, baby. You over there crying? Heart problems. Then whether you're using the powdered garlic to put on or you're using the cloves, say out loud, I'm using this garlic because I want to have a better heart condition. I want the medicinal properties of it to help my heart. Say it out loud and then send it to the universe. Make your words mean something. I truly believe in, yes, you can say things in your head like what you're using it for, but I always feel like the words out loud makes it happen. That's kind of how I feel. The words, saying the word out loud makes it happen, makes the meaning and the word connect together. There's something there solid to send to the universe, to send your prayer to the universe, to send it to God, to send it to Jesus, to whoever you feel like you need to send it to. Yes, mommy. So anyway, we're going on over 24 minutes. This is long enough. Just the next time you get ready to cook and you use your herbs, look in your cupboard, see what you have, and research it. See what it's good for. If you're having certain issues with anything, use those for that reason, and then say the reason out loud. And oh, baby, thank you for all the kisses. And then say the reason out loud. Okay? Send it to the universe to take care of your issues. If you have high blood pressure, I'm using this herb to lower my blood pressure. I want my blood pressure lowered in my body, and that's the reason I'm going to use this herb. And I'm sending it to the universe. And there you go. Okay, thank you for watching. Blessed to be. Let me put her down. Well, I'll just get up. Put her down. She loves to give me kisses. Good girl. Good girl. And I will turn it off. Thank you for watching. Blessed be. Oh, she's saying bye-bye.